Hello everyone. So this lecture number 2 of wavelet analysis. In the previous lecture, I showed you issues in data where there was no enough variation that you can split the data into different wavelets. So we were using example of Pakistan data. Today I'm going to build on it, and now we start with some other data. So same example. Now we pick up Turkey and USA data and compare with the gold returns. Okay. So first of all, I will fix my directory and then import the data. Okay, and let it load. So there are so many examples are here. Now what I will do, I will just show you that if the data points are here, so if there is any missing rows, it might lead to a problem. So what I do here is I will say that you generate a time period which is equal to number of observations and then have a count. So it will count the observation and then rename the variables into short form into relevant forms. Okay. So these are my three variables here, and then you can see the time series data, time series plot of each data. So now you can notice when I show you that this data has more volatile variations, ups and downs in variation as compared to the previous data. That's why it was not working. Now we focus on the data which has more variation and can be used for this analysis. For example, this is USA return, and then you see gold returns. And if I want to compare, you can combine these graphs. You can see the variation. Some time periods are matching, some are not matching. Okay, for example, this is matching here, this one is matching here, and this one is matching here and here. So there are some overlapping. Okay. Then you can also summarize these variables in terms of what is the standard deviation 2.08, 1.07, 0.97. So this is more variating. So this way you can view this data. Now, what I need to do is you need to split the data into non-structural decomposition of the comparison. So what I do is I will run this. I'll run this command. It will take some time. It depends upon the nature of the data. So until it converges, you wait for the data. This is the output. It takes some time for the analysis, and then you can then predict the trend, cycle, and the residuals for the data. Okay, and then you can plot them together. Okay, so if I pick this, there is a bracket missing. That's why it is not plotting. So some differences, some may the differences may look similar, but you see the y-axis, they are different. It means they are smaller or bigger. Okay, and trend is only positive. Okay, now what we do is we calculate the L8 filter based level 8 levels for this data. So when you run it, it will generate 8 variables. Now you can see there's some variation here. D1 has this much variance, D2 has, in the previous example, you saw that the most of the variation were there in the first only. Now there is at least first four has some portion of the variation. So if you plot first four scales, because first four has the major variation, so you can see they overlap each other, and then they are the variations. And we discussed in the first lecture that what is D1 and D2 and D3 and D4, that they are the growth rates at different time periods. Now we store them as a matrix. Okay, and then we save them and plot the variable. You can see this is the values for each scale. Okay, these are actually number of observation. You can see that this counts number of observation in each data. Okay, and then you can store this data. So in this data, what we have done is that we are able to transform the variables into their wavelets. So you can see in your data values, if you go in the data file, you will see your wavelet values. You can see all D1 to D8. Okay, so this is the part one, lecture number 2. So the homework or the work to do is that you can compare the raw data with the D1 and then isolate and then see what happens. Then you can compare with the UCM trend components that we have shown above, and then you look at across which carries most variance. So most variance you already seen here, but you can compare from there also. So this you can experience, practice on your data so that you know how the data is working. Thank you very much for watching.